Hey everyone, I'm Dan from Curious Animal. I'm here to talk about our new plugin for Cinema 4D called Membrane Deformer. Just a quick example of what it does. In this octopus, the legs are controlled by spline wraps, but the webbed bit in between the legs is controlled by membrane. And if you have a look here, you can see it kind of gets stretched out as legs move further apart, and squashed a bit fatter as the legs get closer together. Membrane takes care of all of that for you automatically. But to get us started, I'm going to show you how to use membrane on this cube. So first of all, it has to be a polygon object, so I'll make that editable by pressing C. And for this example, I'm going to select the all the top points of the cube. I'm going to turn them into, I'm going to set a cluster for them. So now when I move that cluster null, you can see it's moving just the top, those top pulleys we had selected. And now to get membrane working, I'm going to select the points that I want to be stretched by membrane. And in this case, I'm going to get membrane to select everything in between the bottom. The bottom is going to stay still, and the top's going to be controlled by the cluster. I'm going to set a new selection here, and that gives me a point selection tag. Now, if I add membrane as a child, I drag that to the end, so it's being calculated after all the other deformers. Then I'll drag the point selection tag in here. It does a bit of calculation. Then when I move the null around, membrane is automatically stretching out the points that we had selected in between the surrounding unselected points, which we're controlling directly. And it's quite fun. It gets squashed and stretched as we move the points closer or further apart. And that's basically how easy it is to use. There's a few other options which will help you sometimes get smoother results. You can mess about with them. I'm going to show you just quickly one other example. Okay, so I wanted to show you this weird webbed foot thing as well, just as an example of how you can use membrane with the Cinema 4D's character animation tools. So if we go in here, I can show you I've already got a point selection tag, just to show you what's selected. It's the webbed section in between the toes, all of the points on each side. So to get started, let's bind the foot to our skeleton here. So I'll select the children and select the foot. Go up to Character, Commands, Bind. Now when I move the foot goal around, the toe moves, and it's kind of weighted to the webbed bit a bit, but not really very well for what we want it to do. We want the web to be stretched between our toes. So if we add membrane again we add it after the skin object, so it's happening after all our other animation. Add the point selection tag, and there, now the webbed bit is being stretched between our toes, as you'd hope for a webbed foot. I'll turn the subdivision surface back on so we can stretch it out. You can see there it's intersecting itself a bit. To fix that, we can turn down the strength of the squash stretch. So there we go. Those are the basics of using Membrane Deformer. It's available now at www.curiousanimal.tv. Thanks.